D Weezy, YouTube family. What up, though? What's going on with y'all? Y'all been staying focused? Y'all been accomplishing y'all fitness goals? Y'all been losing weight? Y'all been building muscle? Let's talk about it. Ask yourself, have you really been locked and loaded? Have you really been focused in on your fitness journey? Because if you ain't, that's a problem, y'all. We got to make sure we locked and loaded 24/7. 24/7. We have to be locked and loaded 24/7. And for those of you who trying to speed up your fat and weight loss journey, go to my description section of any video, the live or whatever other videos you click on, and you will see the link to my website. Stroll down on my website, you will see something called lose weight lose weight 700 calorie meals. Lose fat or weight 700 calorie meals. That's what y'all will see. Go ahead and grab that, and that'll help y'all speed up y'all fat and weight loss journey. Because I told y'all, if y'all ain't locked in, y'all in a way. You doing what you doing for nothing, y'all. We got to make sure we locked and loaded every single day, all day. Raphael, what up, though? I'm full of energy, Raphael, as usual. I wake up recharged every single morning. I'm staying locked and loaded. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, Raphael. Hey, Raphael, you know my video's still viral on TikTok, man. It's still viral. So even though I upload new stuff, it pushes itself, but the algorithm won't really let new stuff push like that because it's pulling from the viral videos. I got 2 viral videos on my TikTok, which is cool because it's guaranteed followers and comments and shares and reposts coming from those 2 viral videos. So the following is jumping like never before. And even though the viral activity that is slowed down is still consistent. I'm talking about consistent enough to where I'm getting 30 to 50 new followers every single day. So it didn't slow down to that. Just imagine when it was first going on. So I already got products and services in place because I already saw that wave coming, which is what? Fat and weight loss. That's what people have the biggest problems with. So that's like one of the main things I'm focusing on because the algorithm found my audience. So I created a product, which is fat and weight loss 700 calorie meals. It's 10 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, to help people not even have to think about, all right, what I need to fix. All they got to do is pick 2 meals from those 10 each day and eat. It can be the same 2 or it can be 2 different ones. It don't even matter. I simplified it by creating a product for them to get. That way, as they watch the videos that's going viral, they already got other stuff is in place to help them speed up the process when it comes to their fat and weight loss journey, which is brilliant. I was already ready for this stuff because I'm locked and loaded. Noah Delcart, can you shout out to my mom? Let me see. Can you shout out to my mom? Now, I just read the rest of that, and I'm not going to even give you a break. But what I will do is this. That's what I do. So, tell your mama I just shouted her out. Y'all know as always people coming over here, bots and people coming over here spamming and all other types of stuff. We got to stay locked in because these people are coming over here to distract us, y'all. We ain't got time for no bullshit ass distractions. We all about gangs over here. So we don't get that type of stuff, no type of energy. Yeah. Hey, Raphael, look, the time I'm on live, ain't no telling how many new followers. It start, and then the thing about it, Raphael, it's got to be dealing with, because social media is worldwide, so everybody's time is different. So look, the thing about it, the later it get, the more it get to banging. So it's 4 something now where I'm at. So I say in about 2 more hours, it's going to speed up. That's what's crazy about it. So when it first started doing this thing viral in the morning, when I first launch it, that's when it go crazy at its craziest. The fastest, the more comments, the followers, and everything. But I'm just saying, since it slowed down, I noticed this thing to where it's consistent all throughout the day from the time I wake up, right? And then like as it get closer to night, because maybe nighttime on my time frame is somebody else's afternoon or morning time. Because these people from around the world. They might be in the same country, but a different state, so it might be daytime there. I just know it speed up. It speed up to where eventually I just stop looking at it, and then I just kind of just sit it to the side, and then when I open my phone up the next day, the next morning, I see a bunch of new followers, new shares, new reposts, new comments. So it's doing what it's doing, y'all. I told y'all hard work, it's gonna always pay off. Viral than a motherfucker over there on TikTok, y'all. Viral than a mother over there on TikTok. But enough for me. Yo, my man, Jack, what's going on? Been a couple of weeks. What's going on, Jack? How you been? How you feeling, brother? Raphael, okay, your TikTok banging. Yep. All because I changed everything across all platforms. I changed some stuff over here on YouTube. It's little tweaks I done made to my videos. Y'all done saw it. I don't even gotta mention. I done made little tweaks. And then I went viral as far as a shorts that nutrition video that you watch, Raphael. But when you do those, you gotta keep doing those. It ain't good to do those when you building up your subscribers and stuff like that. That's good if you already built up and then you drop those and you doing like a clip to attach to you doing it's a clip that's coming from a long form video. So you throwing that out there as a preview for they can click on more of it. Because once they see and hear so much, they gonna want to know what else. And you can actually connect the long form video to that. But that nutrition video, Raphael, it wasn't a long form video. And there's no way I can recreate that. The best thing I can do is grocery hauls and stuff like that, and maybe do a little mix up to try to really get it out there like that. But the short video, you see the numbers on that, Raphael. And I got 100 and some followers off that. But a lot of them, it's going to be strictly geared towards more shorts. People either like short videos or long form. However way they start messing with you, that's usually how they stay. If they come in off shorts, they usually stay off shorts. Not always, but most of the time. If they come in for long form videos, they usually gonna lock and load for long form videos. I make long form videos. Down the line, I'll throw a short in here and there once I get the numbers, because I'm focused, y'all. I'm so focused on my stuff right now. That's why y'all see stuff going different. Y'all see these little critiques. Notice y'all always seeing some critiques here and there. That's how you got to do it, y'all. Let me see. Jack, let me see. Big workout today, 150 pull-ups. That's what's up. 150 press-ups, curls, deadlifts, tricep extensions, and skipping. Damn, you done a full body. Let me see. Big workout, pull-ups, press-ups, curls, dead. Yeah, because even the deadlifts working your legs. Yeah, that's a full body for you right there. That's what's up. I know people who get it in like that. They go in and kind of hit pretty much the whole body 3-4 days out the week, and that's just how they work out. I did a 1-hour boxing class the day before, so I felt it today. Yeah, I bet you did, man. I bet you did. It's a good thing you got your nutrition the way you got it, because that's what's having you going at the level that you're going at. The nutrition is alkaline, so it's giving you a lot of energy. If you was eating stuff that was acidic, like drinking milk or like cow's milk, I say, because that stuff is acidic, y'all. That stuff will mess you up. If you was eating chips and Doritos and fast food, and you got to do that stuff in moderation if you're gonna do it. But I tell people, stick to whole foods. Just stick to it. Some people still do milk, but I'm just saying, like, I do dairy, but I keep my dairy to a minimum. It's mainly, and some people might even be against some of the stuff I eat. So I don't go crazy on a person just because I don't do it. But I eat yogurt. Everybody ain't a fan of yogurt. And I eat the plain yogurt. I do cheese. Most people like cheese. Some people, I'm sure somebody who don't. I do what is it? Cheese and I think yogurt. I think those the only two that I do. And I don't even buy the cheese like that because when I do it's kind of like a waste because I'm not gonna be eating it like every week, 2-3 times a week, stuff like that. But mainly I say my is Greek yogurt. Yeah, Greek yogurt. I think I read something somewhere or heard somebody mention eggs wasn't dairy. It's in the dairy department, so I eat eggs. So whether it's part of the true dairy or not, I eat eggs. I eat Greek yogurt, and I do some cheese. But you ain't gonna catch me doing like all this crazy dairy stuff, your butter, the 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 cow's milk, it's a bunch of dairy stuff in the dairy department, y'all. I don't even want to think about it because I'm only focusing on what I eat. Let me see. Oh, I did. You say you went for a swim. That's what's up. So you be getting it in, huh? Where you located at, Jack? Raphael, I enjoyed your shoulder workout video you posted a couple days ago. Yeah, that was a good ass workout too, man. That was a good ass workout. And y'all want to hear something? Like my workout videos when I be filming, it's only half the intensity of when I'm not filming, y'all. I'm creating content. Of course, I'm actually working out. But the intensity level is different from my actual workout because I don't have to focus in on keep going back and forth to the camera and correcting certain stuff that I didn't mention, and because that stuff mess with your pace and your heart, your heart rate and your pump and all that type stuff. But I still stay focused enough to get a good workout in. Now, throughout the week, when I choose to do that workout again, or the next time I do it when I'm not filming, because every time I do chest, I'm not filming. This time I do chest, the next time I do chest, I'm not filming. I don't need to film for every chest because I need to be able to do it on my own without the camera interrupting, just like y'all go in there and do it, which I'm in there for 45 minutes to an hour. The days I'm filming, y'all, I'm in there for like hour and a half because the camera slow up stuff, Yep, hour and a half. It used to be like 2 hours, but I didn't get real good at it to where I can be in and out, even with correcting certain stuff, in like an hour and a half. I think that's pretty good with the camera. But a regular workout day, 45 minutes to an hour, I can get a good ass workout in, y'all, in like, if I was pressed for time, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Because I'm going to go hard and I ain't going to take a break. Everything going to be back to back. If y'all ever press for time, you got 15 minutes, 30 minutes, less rest. It makes sense. Grab some weight that's gonna go straight to it. Like, we don't need nothing light that's gonna get some weight that's gonna like be like 2 sets in one because of the intensity. That's what we need to jump to when we press for time. Do the hardest stuff that's gonna give you the most pump. That's what we need to do. Or do something that ain't the hardest, like just say you're doing tricep extensions, but don't really rest on it. Just go hard, because don't forget, you ain't got time to be resting like that. So go hard, get a breather, sip some water, go back down. I guarantee that pump gonna be one of the best pumps, better than when you be having time to go in there and work out. Yeah, shout out to you, Raphael. Mario Juan, what's going on, Mario Juan? Shout out your city, state, of country, Mario. Jack, I was feeling lazy last night and had a piece of garlic bread and whipped feta cheese, and I had a bad belly this morning. I'm used to clean food. Yeah, that's amazing how they go. Like, soon as you put something bad in there, it automatically tell you, Yeah, it's bad. You had gas, you gotta go to the bathroom, like you might even have to runs. Like it's amazing how that go. So that one meal ain't gonna hurt you as far as physique wise and the gains, but it just throw your system off internally as far as what's going on. You got a bigger spike because the ingredients ain't clean. Your gut health ain't good because the bread and all that type stuff. And the bread here in the States is the worst, y'all. Bread ain't bad overall. Bread is bad here in the States. Y'all go to other places outside the country and they use the right ingredients, which is like 4 ingredients for bread. But you look at our bread in the States, it got like 20 ingredients. So that's what making the bread bad. These other places that the bread is clean, they don't have the complications that we have. But since our bread is so overly processed, that's what make it bad. Yep. Jack, I'm from the UK. Oh yeah, that's right, the UK. That's right, UK. A place called South South Southampton. Oh, Southampton is where the Titanic set sails from about 1 hour from London. Wow, that's what's up. I got a client. He just got married. I went to not the wedding yesterday, but I went to the little after, you know, the little celebration thing, the eating and all that. But it was at a restaurant. It was like at a Mexican restaurant. It was actually pretty good. But the reason why I mentioned that because you just said London. He about to go out the country for the first time, and it's gonna be to London, y'all. So shout out to him. First time he picking a great spot to go. London. Let me see, Raphael. When I watch your videos, I see people doing movements wrong. Yeah, all the time. That's why I just be having the camera just going, because people need to see that. You can see them rushing the reps, and that's good advertising because you can literally see, ain't nothing hidden. It's right there. A person to be next to me. You can see people in the background, and notice how they build. Notice they built. Like, that's why they, even if they decent, just imagine how the gains can really be, male or female. And sometimes if I'm really picking up energy, because I can pick up energy from afar. But if a person right here and I'm feeling a good energy, I tell them like, look, if you really want to, you know, get your gains, and that's usually how I cut into it. If you really want to get some real gains, some quicker gains, try it like this. And every time I show them the right way or a better way, they feel it instantly. And usually, if you're doing something the right way, more than likely, whatever weight you was using, you're going to have to lower that shit. Unless whatever weight you was using was already a light weight. But if you was using like a mid-heavy weight, proper form, oh yeah, you're going to have to lower that shit. Working the negative coming down, you're going to have to lower that. Because 1 rep is going to be like 2 reps. Yeah, so I be seeing it. You know, of course, I'm there, Raphael, so yeah, I know y'all see it. Let me let this other window. I got this one cracked, but let me let. Nice little day out here, y'all. But I couldn't wait to jump on a live because this live is my last thing that I gotta actually jump on and do. Pretty much my last stop. I got something else I gotta work on, y'all, but this is like my last stop. Y'all know stuff don't stop for me. But this is the last thing I'm committed to do as far as dealing with somebody that I'm obligated to do is this. I done TikTok live earlier, y'all. That was at 8 o'clock. We hit a hell of a live over there, y'all. We hit a hell of a live. Gifts, comments, likes. We had a hell of a live going on over there, y'all. It was like an hour live. You know, one of my boys is on there, so we was just going, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, when I be locked and loaded like this, I'm locked and loaded, y'all. I'm locked and loaded. Like, I don't get on here just to BS around. I get on here because I mean business, y'all. But ask me whatever y'all want, y'all. But yeah, Raphael, wearing inappropriate clothes, but stay focused. Yeah. Yeah, man. It be the gym. I be locked and loaded, man. I be seeing stuff. I don't let none of it distract me. I see a lot of stuff, y'all. I see a lot. Like, I'm like, and these people want to be seen, especially with the inappropriate clothes. People doing their workouts wrong, like really think they getting it in. I'm like, well, it's a good thing you in the gym, but you doing this wrong. You can be better off. That's how you mess up. yourself. That's how you go in reverse instead of forward as far as your gains. Next thing you know, you got knee problems, you got back problems, your you know, your feet hurt, you can't squat and all this type stuff. Like, yeah. Yep. But yeah, ask me whatever y'all want. And for anybody that's on here, like I said earlier, for anybody that just got on here, anybody that's trying to lose weight or body fat, I created a product to help speed that up, y'all. Go to the link of any description of any video, whether it's a live video or a workout video, whatever, and you will see my website, manimfit.com. Once you get on the website, stroll all the way down. This is for fat and weight loss people. Stroll all the way down. You will see something called Fat Weight Loss 700 Calorie Meals. It's designed to put you in a deficit. Check it out. Look at the details and go from there. You don't even have to figure it out no more. I done it for you. Even if you got to make adjustments, I tell you exactly what to do right there. You don't even got to figure it out. Any measurements or anything, it's right there. This for the fat and weight loss people. It's right there. It's right there. If somebody is trying to gain, they still can go to it. You would just add on to whatever you see. But what I got in there is designed to put you in a deficit. And the good thing about it, it's stuff in there that I wouldn't eat, but it's stuff in there to where, because most people have a hard time, they thinking healthy stuff is like salads and stuff like that. So what I done, I created it to where you got the healthy, you got the medium healthy, you got the, hold on, let me make sure I'm saying this right. You got the healthy, you got the medium healthy, and then you got the higher up healthy. So you got the highest healthy, you got the medium healthy, and then you got the healthy. So whatever level a person can handle, it's in there. I don't do protein shakes, but you making adjustments to your lifestyle when it comes to this eating and nutrition, you might have to do a protein shake, but as long as it's still in your calorie and, you know, your calories, your daily calories, you good to go. So I had to make sure I took all this consideration, because the thing about it is, everybody can't go into eating quinoa. Everybody can't go into eating chicken breast. Everybody can't go into eating rice and sweet potato. Everybody not gonna go into eating broccoli. So what I done, all that stuff is in there, but I made it to where your meal is gonna be tasty. I made it like that, y'all. I made it to where the meal is tasty. There's other stuff included, y'all, that make it a game changer all in one spot. But y'all won't know unless y'all go and grab it. And it's only going to be mainly for the people who fat and weight loss. Even if you gaining, you good, but you're going to have to be, you know, eating more, way more if you're trying to gain. But it's designed to put a person in deficit. Whether they bigger, whether they smaller. If you're bigger, I break down some steps to take, even if you're bigger and active. You know what I'm saying? That way you still good to go. And you ain't walking around feeling like you losing energy and you tired because you're not eating enough. I tell you exactly what adjustments you need to make right there. It's all simplified, so you don't have to figure out nothing. But that's for the people who are trying to lose weight and fat. Yep, but ask me whatever y'all want, y'all. Ask me whatever y'all want. I always put my services and products out there because it's people who really need my help. I do online coaching right now. I have 3 clients. It might even be soon to be 4 or 5. I try not to take on too many people, because most of it here was 7, 8 people. And don't forget, I got a lot of stuff. My business is art. This is my business, one of my business. So, but still, don't forget, I got to edit. I got live videos. So I got people messaging me, because the people I train, they can message me all throughout the day. That don't mean I'm available to answer, but they can message me, and then once I see it, you know, I holler at them. So I'll be pretty busy, and then I got other stuff going, y'all. So, but I can handle it because everything is organized. But yeah, ask me whatever y'all want, y'all. We all about gains over here. All of my answers are always going to be very simple. And most of what I'm gonna tell a person, if not all, is gonna be always whole food related. So the answer is gonna always be easy. That don't mean it's gonna be easy to do, but my answers are always gonna be simple. But that don't mean it's gonna be easy to do. Easy to do is gonna be based on, are you already used to being disciplined and consistent? If you already used to being disciplined or consistent, then it's gonna be easy. If you're not used to that, then it's gonna be a problem. So that's how I look at it, y'all. So ask me whatever y'all want. Ask me whatever y'all want. If somebody needs some critiquing right here, this is the time to ask me right here, right now, on this live. Don't get off the live and then be thinking about stuff. Ask me right now, because I even ask myself certain stuff. So I'm getting better even with time. I'm getting better each live. You know, I don't know everything, but I know about 90% of what a person needs to know to lose weight. And that's going to be the average person that you see on TikTok, whether they're an online coach or they doing whatever they doing, like they got six packs. Everybody knows enough, because you go to their platform, people criticize, oh, I wouldn't do that. That's not true. Yeah, but this person in shape, so they know something. I'm sure everybody going to get some type of feedback, whether it's positive or negative about something, but we need to know enough. You can't be saying a whole bunch of wrong stuff every time you look up. Person saying like, damn, man, this person never know what they talk about. And you don't want to be hearing that, which some people probably get that and still know what they talking about. But the numbers of people who having positive feedback and know that this information is true, they outweigh the amount of people who coming and saying, well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I got gangs off this. I got gangs off that. Paprika Honey, what's going on? I'm glad you can join the live. It's been a minute. How you been, Paprika Honey? Let me see, Jack. I'm trying to put a bit of lean muscle mass on. I think I'm gonna have to do a bit of protein and maybe creatine. Yeah, to put lean muscle on, you only can pick up 1 to 2 pounds of lean muscle a month. Now, if you bulking, of course, you can put on 12 pounds in a month, but still, as far as lean mass, it's a slower process. And that's if you working out hard and you got your nutrition in order. 1 to 2 pounds a month. But you can pick, if you bulking, because bulking is pretty much picking up a healthy amount of fat, you know, and that healthy amount of fat weight that you pick up is going to cause you to be able to push more weight, which is going to make you build more muscle up under it. That way, once you do the cut, you done got a bigger size because you got more muscle on you. And once you do your cut, you weighing more. Because most people who do a bulk, they don't pick up this extra. You can't really pick up the extra muscle and then you going back down to the weight that you started at when you was bulking. If you started at 160 and then you was bulking, once you do your cut, now you probably at 110. 170, something like that. Maybe even 165, 168. You done picked up 5-8 pounds of muscle. And depending on how it's sitting, you'll like it. If not, you'll just keep on walking. That way, once you cut down, maybe you at 180 or 190, depending on how much healthy fat you pick up. But bulking is healthy fat. So, yeah, you got to grind hard for that one. I'm very dedicated, but life gets in the way. Yeah, I trust me. I know. Jack, I'm a dad to a 4-year-old, and I spend a lot of time driving for my work. Yeah, that's a lot of time. That's a very time consuming right there, Jack. You got a 4-year-old, they need a lot of attention, and then you drive to work a lot. Yeah, you spend a lot of time on my time driving for my work. Yeah, so you spend a lot of time driving for your work. Yeah, that's time consuming. Paprika Honey, I made the live. Finally, it has been a while. Yeah, shout out to you, Paprika Honey, for making it to the live, because it's been a minute since I saw you. But you know where the energy at. I'm moving house, so I've been busy. Yeah, that's what's up, Paprika Honey. Say moving, huh? Jack, I don't want to bulk to have to strip it. That defeats the objective of doing it. In my opinion, it's cheating, law of size, and vanity. Ultimate. Yeah, yeah. You definitely got to know what you're doing, because see, it's a lean bulk and then it's a bulk. The lean bulk, that stomach still should have a flatness to it. You should still be able to see some type of abs in most cases. But if you're doing a bulk and you eating fast food and chips, and because a lot of people think because they bulk and they just eat anything, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all throughout the day, all the extra bread and little Caesars hot and ready. Yeah, that stuff will mess you up. That stuff will really start to mess you. I'm on a lean bulk, so it's a slower process. So, yeah, slow and steady, frustrated at times, but not giving it. Yeah, if you want lean muscle, Jack, yeah. And you got to think, a pound or two a month is all you can pick up with lean muscle. That's what only muscle that you gain. So it'll take a minute. It'll take you 6 months to pick up, 12 pounds, 10 pounds. Because it's only a pound or two a month. So you got to be going hard. Paprika honey. I also came back from Brazil 3 weeks ago. Oh, man, Brazil. Oh, my God. Brazil, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever been to Brazil, but trust me. That place is... Hey, Paprika honey, I think... Let me finish reading this. Let me see. Also came back from Brazil 3 weeks ago, and I had food poisoning. What? Wow. So you probably remember the place that you got the food from that gave you the food poison, Paprika honey? Do you remember the exact place? Was it a vendor on the street? Was it an actual restaurant? Was you able to trace it back to like the original person you got the food from? Yeah, hit the like button too, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Even sometimes I be so into the live, I forget to. So I know sometimes y'all might forget. But hit the like button, y'all. Hit that like button. That way we can show the algorithm what we all about over here. I appreciate that, Paprika honey. I appreciate that. That's why as a team, y'all, it's good. It's good. Glad you're here, Paprika honey. Let me see. Yeah, I was sick for ages. Yeah, I remember the place. Man, I was sick when I went to I was sick when my first day in Nairobi, Kenya, y'all. And when I tell you, like, it was the plane food, the airplane food, not plain food, the airplane food, right? Which I usually eat, but I'm telling you, like, I'm like, damn, why am I getting? And then some people say, sometimes you get sick from a climate change. That never happened. My system was just running, y'all. Like, I couldn't even control it. I had to sit still, and I knew not to eat nothing like that'd trigger something. Like, I stayed away from any dairy. I wasn't even thinking about going out, eating somewhere, tasting something that I ain't even know the ingredients. So I usually hit the market wherever I'm at. And I had beef, I had steak, I had chicken. I had some potatoes. I just really made sure that I had some nutrients. I had some salad, I had some cucumbers, I had some tomatoes. I just locked and loaded on that. And I knew eventually this had to pass. And then eventually, y'all, it passed. It passed, so I thought, but then it was kind of still there, and then it passed. So that second day, it was on and popping. But the last thing we want is to get sick out of town, y'all, on a trip. Worst thing ever, y'all. Because that's all you can think about. Because that's what's going on. So that's all you're going to think about that whole time while you there is the fact that I'm sick. You want to go to a tourist attraction, you can't even think straight. You sick. Your stomach is messed up. You got to go to the bathroom every time you look around. Like, yeah, it'll mess your trip up if you not own it as far as treating it. You got to really be on. You got to think it's a trip. So you ain't trying to let this damn trip go to waste. You done paid your money. You done worked hard. You done took off from work. You done done this. You done done that. Yeah, y'all. I'm telling you. But you good now, Paprika Honey, right? I remember I was 6 for Ages. Yeah, I remember the place. Paprika Honey. It was an actual restaurant. I can believe it. Paprika, and I lost my appetite for two. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was hoping when I got sick, Paprika Honey, that it wasn't going. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be for the whole trip, but that day it felt like the whole trip, just in that 24 hours. But yeah, that's the worst. I'd rather be sick at home than sick on a trip, because the trips are special. Like, that's something that's planned. Like, we traveling to do that. Sick is the last thing you want to be. Sick is the last thing you want to mention on a trip. The word sick. Nobody in the group. You don't even want to feel like you catching a cold or nothing. Like, all that stuff was, now you got runny nose everywhere you go. Like, yeah. But this was the first trip I was actually sick on. It lasted me like 24 hours, and I was good to go, y'all. I couldn't keep nothing down. I'm like, I'm not even, and I still was forcing myself to eat. Now, this how I knew, and this how anybody can know if they actually, now it's sick, and then it's sick. Sick is when you still can eat, even though your stomach might be messed up here and there, but you still can eat, but you just gonna be going to the bathroom. Now, when you sick, you can't eat. Your appetite is out of there. So I knew eventually this was gonna pass real quick when I was sick for the 24 hours, but I ain't know how long. It was actually like 24 hours plus, but to narrow it down, round it off, yeah, it was a day. Maybe it was a day in 3 hours. Maybe it was a day in 5 hours. I don't know. I just know pretty much it was a day. And you talk about, I was even more motivated once I overcame that. Yep. So I was able to keep some stuff down. But then I just had the feeling I had to go to the bathroom again. So, yeah. Yep. But I'm glad you let me see, Raphael. I'm glad you better now, Paprika Honey. Let me see. What you say? Jack, you should say 12% body fat. I'm about 12. That's what's up, Jack. That's what's up. I didn't even know you said that message, until I went back. I was trying to see what Paprika was saying. Brazil, Portland, I'm about, also came back from Brazil 3 weeks ago and had food poisoning. Yeah, I remember. And I lost my appetite. Yeah, so you good now, Paprika Honey, right? Those dairy products would tear you up if you're not careful. Yeah. I don't know what it was on that plane that was so different. I flew with the same airline, which is Turkish Airlines. I don't know what. It's nothing I could have traced it back to, because it's the same stuff that I don't know. But you best believe, because I eat the same stuff all the time. What else could it have been? Only thing that was switched up was the fact that I was on this plane headed to another country. So it had to have been their food. I hadn't even eaten food in Africa yet. No, that's what it was. Let me see. Those dairy products will tell you, yeah, I'm much better now. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to you, Paprika Honey. I'm glad you better. Raphael, a lot of these restaurants don't really have any healthy service food wise, so it's very minimum because everybody isn't about the healthy eating. Yeah, and the cheaper stuff still get them paid. They can still charge whatever price they want for this food that's not even nutrient dense like that, but it look good, it tastes good. A lot of people ordering this restaurant pack, so you about to sit down to eat good stuff, and it might even be good, but it's just not gonna be good for you. Not good for you. Anytime you eat something, you get bubble guts shortly after. That's not a good sign. Raphael, what is your favorite cheat meal? Well, right now, I mean, paprika honey. Paprika honey, you know what? This is the thing about it. When I came back from my Africa trip, I stopped cheat meals. It just stopped. But a lot of stuff with me changed after that trip to Nairobi, Kenya, paprika honey. I came back, I went over all my finances, I changed a lot of stuff over my social media platforms, and I noticed like my cheat meal thing stopped. So I don't even have cheat meals no more. But if I was to say, just say if I was doing a cheat meal, like right now, I would say maybe some pizza. I'm gonna just name a couple things, paprika honey. Maybe some pizza. Oh, jerk chicken. Yep, jerk chicken restaurant. Pizza, jerk chicken restaurant, and let me, and the jerk chicken is probably number one because the rice and peas, the sauce, the plantains. I say the jerk chicken is number one. Maybe pizza, and I don't know, maybe something else. But yeah, that jerk chicken is a beast, y'all. I don't know if y'all mess with Jamaican food, but trust me, that jerk chicken ain't for no games. So I'll say that, paprika honey. Lately, I've been liking healthy burgers, so I have a lettuce burger. That's what's up. You talk about using the lettuce instead of the actual bread, paprika. If I eat a cheat meal, Raphael, if I eat a cheat meal, I'll be careful to do it in moderation or at a time in which I'm active. That's the best way and the only way to do it. Always eat a cheat meal when you active or earlier during the day, which is the same thing. So always eat a cheat deal, always eat a cheat meal earlier when you at your most busiest time. That's what I meant. So always eat a cheat meal early when you at your busiest time because you active. So that's gonna lower the insulin spike because the ingredients in it, it's gonna increase your insulin. So the higher of a spike, the longer that insulin spike lasts. So the best thing you can do after eating something that you know you shouldn't be eating is be active. So you can do this when you at work on your break or whatever. That's a good time to do it. That's a good time to eat some pizza. That's a good time to eat some ice cream if you know you shouldn't be eating it because you about to bring that spike down by being active. It's like you going for a walk after you eat it without going for a walk just because you actively doing, maybe you washing clothes at the house or whatever and you running up and down the stairs washing. That's a good one. But you want to be active. Like maybe you washing clothes and you cleaning the kitchen up and then you got to go out to the garage and you spring cleaning or whatever. That's a perfect time to do it because it's like you working out essentially in that moment. The worst time to do it is when you're not active. Your last meal of the day when you sitting on the couch. That's not a good time to do no cheat meal. Because don't forget, most cheat meals are going to be all sugar slash, they're going to be breaking down to all sugar slash high insulin spike, which is pretty much going to be the same thing. You not being active, you got a high spike than normal, and the spike is going to last for hours because the nutrients that you just ate, it's not really the food that you just ate, it's not really nutrient dense, y'all. So the best way and the only way to balance that is to be active. That's like sugary fruits. It's a time when you can do it, but the best time to do it is when you're active so you can bring that spike down. Everything boils down to insulin level, y'all. All the healthy stuff boils down to one thing and one thing only, which is insulin. If you can control your insulin, you can control anything. Let me see. Paprika honey. Yeah, I replace bread with lettuce. Yeah, that's what's up, paprika. Yeah, and if you make it and season everything good, it's a great meal, and you get a nice little crunch from the lettuce. Yeah. Yep. I have to go now. It's late. It's late over 9:35. I need to be in the bed as I have early gym session. Hey, Paprika Honey, you know we definitely understand that over here. That means you prioritize your health. So we ain't gonna hold you up. I appreciate you coming in, locking and loading. I appreciate you coming in, giving your energy. Take care and see you on the next live, Paprika. Be safe and get those gains. But yeah, y'all. So everything is in moderation. We should know already what to go in and eat because we should be eating pretty much some of the same stuff. If you switching up your meals, eating 10, 20, 15 different things, whatever you can think of, I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem because you're not going to know what the macros are. You're not going to know what the calories are. So if you pick like 3 meals, I'm telling y'all, pick your 3 best meals. And what you're going to do is switch your protein sources up. And the protein sources is going to still be around the same as whether it's the salmon, the beef, or the chicken breast, or whatever. The calories should be about that same. Maybe the protein source is going to be about the same. It ain't got to be perfect, but it's going to be about the same. 8 ounces of chicken, 8 ounces of chicken breast, 8 ounces of ground turkey. It's going to be probably about the same. Then you do your rice or your sweet potatoes, or you might do white potatoes, right? Keep it simple, y'all. Keep it simple. 1 cup. Just keep it simple. 1 cup, right? And then so you got your protein, you got your protein, you got your starchy carb, and then we got to get our healthy fat. My number 1 healthy fat is avocado. You can do walnuts. You can do almonds. You can add, some olive oil to your food, and that's healthy fat. You pick it. That's what's good about it. You pick your meals, your healthy fat. But on each plate, you want to have the carb source, starchy carb source. You want to have, especially for instant energy and you working out, that's the best time to do your starchy carbs, so you can use it to push the weight, right? So, and you want to eat your starchy carbs mainly when you active, but if you work out, you can eat your starchy carbs after your workout because it's going to restore the glycogen back into your muscles that you use during the workout. So rice is good to eat after you've worked out. Now, if you eating rice, if you eating potatoes, if you eat those type of starchy carbs, that's automatically broke down into sugar form as soon as it hit your tongue, and you didn't work out, you messing up. You'd have been better off adding more healthy fat or protein or a non-starchy vegetable source, some broccoli, some carrots, some spinach, to feel more satiated. But leave the rice and the potatoes, leave those type of starchy carbs for when you active. If you want to add more to your plate, do it by adding more protein source, whatever your protein source is, add more of that, or add more of the healthy fats, right? Or you can just add a whole fibrous type thing to your plate, like whatever fruit source you have. Just add, and citrus is the best for as far as health wise. Diabetics, people that's pre-diabetics and stuff like that, the citrus is good for lowering the blood spike. The citrus is good for lowering the blood pressure. That's what we want to stick to, y'all. That's what we want to stick to. That's what we want to stick to. We want to stay away. Now, a good pre-workout for y'all would be banana, grapes, all the stuff that you don't want to be eating at night and just sitting on it. But you would rather eat a banana at night than some cookies at night. So if you had an option, go for the banana. Yeah, the banana is sugar, but them cookies, it don't have not one nutrient in it. You would rather go for grapes, even though it's all sugar, and you're not using it for a pre-workout and it's nighttime just because you got grapes in the refrigerator versus grabbing a tub of ice cream. At least the grapes is a whole food. You still can work it like that. Always go for your best option. It don't got to be perfect, but just be conscious of what you're doing. That way, when you go grocery shopping, whatever you need to reach for to keep your gains and to continue to get your gains is already in the cabinet. It's already in the refrigerator, y'all. Being prepared is more than half the battle, y'all. The more prepared we are, the more gains come. The more prepared we are, the more gains come, y'all. Gotta stay locked and loaded, y'all. It's simple. We shouldn't be fixing, like, I'm telling you, this is a lifestyle. So save the other stuff for your cheat meal. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can explore as much as you want, just in moderation. Don't try to do this huge portion of this and that and pig out for your cheat meal. But the only thing I'm saying is the variety will come. If you got to taste of spaghetti, make that your cheat meal at a place, or if you choose to fix it. That's all I'm saying. Your day gonna come. But I'm saying those other 6 days out the week, just say if you do a cheat meal once a week, those other 6 days, I would say stick to about 3 meals. Change the protein source. So you're going to have variety. Maybe you do salmon this day. Maybe you do chicken breast this day or ground turkey. This day you do sweet potato. Maybe you do rice. Maybe you do white potatoes. This day, maybe you do this type of fruit. Maybe you do this. Maybe you do that one. So the place is going to be looking different, but they're going to be pretty much the same. And if you got the same lifestyle, the same activities going on, work, and your movements are the same activity-wise, and your food the same, that's going to get you and keep you, like, it's going to be maintenance, depending on how much you eating. Plus, it's going to keep you at a certain level when it comes to physically being healthy. But if you eating all over the place, 8-10 different meals throughout the week, you reaching for whatever, and your cheat days is like whatever, it's no way you can keep up with those numbers. Only thing that you doing is pretty much is better than nothing, because you working out and you shopping for stuff that's more nutrient dense. But if you want those numbers to be consistent day in and day out, you got to break the meals that you prepare down, and they need to be like your best tasting meals. I say if you can pick 3, I'm telling you, because you can move stuff around. Salmon this day, ground turkey this day, chicken breast this day. All right, now you might have that same protein source, but now you want the sweet potato or white potato instead of the rice. All right, I hear this fruit instead of this fruit. So you gonna have a variety. And then in the meantime, your cheat meal day gonna be coming around every time y'all look around, because y'all know these weeks and months go by fast, y'all. These years go by fast. So cheat meal come around as if you almost doing it like twice a week, because 7 days go by like that. But I'm about to get ready to get off this live, y'all. Hit the like button, comment, share, or whatever y'all have to do. Y'all have any questions for me over here? Any questions? We've been on here for pretty much an hour, y'all. Any questions, y'all? Any questions? I actually just got done from taking care of some other stuff, so before I even pulled off, I said, let me set this up right now. That way, when I pull off, I'm pretty much done with my obligations for today when it comes to other people. Like, y'all my obligations, so I had to get on here. I already said on the in the community tab yesterday that I was going to be getting on live. So y'all got any questions for me? Any questions, y'all? Any questions? It's your boy, D Weezy. We out. If y'all know anybody that want to be part of a positive community of people that's going forward and up and not down and back, make sure y'all tell them about this channel. Tell them it's a group of people over here that's positive and full of energy, and share the channel. Tell them to come over here and check us out. I'll catch y'all on the next one. We out.